G'day traders, welcome to wrap up of Tuesday the 28th of February. So on the dailies, we were still sitting up at the highs, but in the pre-market, let me just show you the pre-market there, we did have a little bit of a sell-off and started to look like the sellers might have a bit of a go, and definitely the buyers just didn't look like they had that same sort of conviction that they have in the past. So a day that where I thought definitely the sellers could come in and have a bit of a go. Like we keep talking about, we're just basically waiting for these sellers, as it becomes very extended on the upside, it just seems unnatural that we don't get some sort of sell-off in the near future. But I guess we've been saying that for a few weeks now, and the buyers just keep on coming back and coming back hard. But this particular day, start off with some sellers here, looking at this 5-minute chart on the left-hand side. Then from there they turn around really quickly and shot up and shot down. So in that kind of area, when you get that real rapid movement like that, you just got to wait for it's almost like a news announcement area, which maybe it was news affected. Just got to wait for the market to settle down and almost erase that kind of erratic movement there, and just consider this a bit of an uptrend. So the trend started to pull up, then it started to pull back down. So this kind of area here, this is the area we talk about where we want it to pull back. Then that gives us opportunities both ways, then to look at the buy side or looking at some opportunities down the sell side. But what's been happening last couple of weeks, really, we're just getting this sideways action. As soon as we hit lunch, it seems we get at one trend and then get very much sideways action, and then we really got to sit on our hands and wait till the afternoon, or sometimes even no trends have been coming in the afternoon. This particular day, we had a bit of another sell-off. This particular area here, at the end of this candle here, the predictive switching down, the moving averages starting to point down, but a lot of the other markets, especially the Russell, by this time here the Russell was almost at its lows, but a lot of the other markets were selling off really heavily. And if you go back over the charts and have a look about 1:30, 2 o'clock, there tends to be this little bit of a switch to the downside quite often, and this is an area I've been noticing coming up a fair bit, an area to be definitely aware of, and potential to get on this sell side. That in these kind of markets, when there's less trends and less ranging markets, sometimes we've just got to look a little bit closer and pay a little bit more close attention to these trades, and prepare just to kind of get out there a bit more and not so much take more risk, but look a lot with a lot more intent, I suppose, is the way to look at it. But anyway, from there we sold off. It looked quite pleasing. We got the low, which was down here, so all of a sudden the market started to turn back up here, so it was looking like they wanted a bit of a pullback and then looking for some pressure to the downside and look at some sells, but that didn't eventuate either. And then once again the buyers came back and just pushed it back up to the highs, where we finished back up pretty much at the daily cash high. Looking at the 1-minute chart, so you can see on the 1-minute chart here, this first power point holding, that first power point's been holding a bit lately. It looks identical to Monday, where we pushed down and that power point held the market. From there we had two power phases work straight after one another with that news announcement, and then the market kept back on that uptrend. Sideways movement, so you can see there from 10:30 very much sideways until 1:45 until we hit another power point. But it's this area here, so just at the end of this candle here, that's where it really looked like the sellers want to come in and have a go, and all the other marks were selling off. So this power fade here, it's not the easiest one to pick up on, but I think it definitely had an opportunity, especially if you're keeping close eye on the other markets. From there, this is where we started to push down and looking here at this area here for a pullback, and then there's this area here that was potential for a 5-minute sell or a fade, looking for the market head down and have a go at those lows. In the end, no real damage done because it just went sideways, and those selling opportunities didn't come anyway. So that's the great thing about, especially the 5-minute trades. They tend to only work when you get that pressure, and quite often when they don't want to work, it will keep you out of the trade anyway. So that's exactly what happened here, sideways, and then to finish off the day, we pushed up through this power point and finished up around the cash market highs. Alright guys, that's a wrap for Tuesday, and I'll speak to you again soon.